for the invitation to come and talk to you today, and more importantly than talking to you, to listen to you and to hear and hopefully respond to any questions that you may have. This is an incredible moment in our country's history. The last time we had a referendum on our relationship with Europe was in 1975. I was 2.5 years old when that referendum took place. Not in my lifetime have we had this choice when I've been able to vote. And listening to my parents' generation, and indeed my grandparents' generation over the years, they have all talked about that referendum. And I think you are witnessing, living through, participating in a unique moment in our nation's history that will be looked back on, that you will be asked about. Your children and your grandchildren will ask you about this referendum and about the choice that Britain makes tomorrow. I'm very clear that I want Britain to leave the European Union. And I want to do so for optimistic and positive reasons. We are the 5th largest economy in the world. We are a leader in NATO. We have a permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council. We're a leader in the Commonwealth. Our language is the language of international commerce and trade, the language of international diplomacy. We have a diplomatic reach born out of our history that is unique in this part of the globe. I think we can do so much better if we are an independent country. And for all the claims and the counterclaims, the scares and the rumours, there is only really one thing in this referendum that matters to me. One thing that is not a debating point, but a fact. If we vote to leave, the one thing that will absolutely change is that we will make our own laws, our own rules, our own regulations in this country, in our own parliament, by politicians that we elect and we can hold to account. That is the absolute bottom line of the leave argument. And we cannot now be under any doubt at all as to what the agenda of what would be the remaining European Union is. The moment for me that was the defining moment, in my view, of what is now the European Union was when the Treaty of Maastricht was published when I was at university, my first year at university. And on that first page of that treaty, it said, citizenship of the European Union is hereby established. Why do you need to be a citizen of something that was set up to be a trading organization, a common market? The answer is you don't. You become a citizen of a country. And as we look out now at how the European Union is evolving and its published plans for further changes to its character, we see an organization that now has a flag, an anthem, a currency, a parliament, a Supreme Court that can strike down acts of the British Parliament, a Supreme Court supreme over UK law, and we see it developing a foreign policy and diplomatic personality, and indeed there are published proposals that they would like to move in time towards a European army. I submit to you that is not what we want to be a part of. And if we vote to leave the European Union, we should be very clear that we are not voting to leave Europe. These other nations will be our friends. They will be our allies. They will be people that we will want to cooperate with, but crucially as an intergovernmental partner, not as a partner of a club with an agenda that we do not share. So I say to you in summary, we're big enough, we're strong enough, we're powerful enough, we're optimistic enough to be an independent country. We have some of the most creative and talented people that have ever been put on this earth. We still register more patents per head of population in the United Kingdom than almost any other country on the globe. If we are not big enough to cut it on our own, how much bigger do you have to be? I will vote tomorrow to leave, not for negative reasons, but for positive reasons. I think Britain's best days still lie ahead, and I think the best days lie ahead as an independent, self-governing country that trades with the world, cooperates with all, but crucially is a democracy accountable again freely to its own citizens.